Hey guys, this is the Epics, and as you probably have seen on my channel, I've been enjoying the Boomkin class for quite some time, and I've been sharing a lot of my arena games and battlegrounds with you guys. I've got some nice comments too, and that really motivated me. So I decided to make a guide about Balance Druids, so I may be able to help you guys out who are just starting out on a Druid, or maybe some people who are just trying to find out how to play a Boomkin. I will be making a 3 video series, just because putting all this information in one video will be just too much. In this video, in this first part, I will be talking about the talents and maybe some glyphs. The second part will be all about rotation and dealing damage in certain circumstances. And the third and last part will be about survivability. I'll just show you what I find the best way to stay alive during a hard fight. I do hope you guys will enjoy these videos, and of course I really hope it will help a lot of you guys to get started. Enjoy. So yeah, just start off with the talents. For level 15 talents, you got to choose between Feline Swiftness, Displacer Beast and Wild Charge. Well, in my opinion, Displacer Beast is just the best choice, because Feline Swiftness just increases your movement speed by 15%, while Displacer Beast teleports you for up to 20 yards forward. Displacer Beast is just nice to get out of sticky situations, such as a melee fighting you, just sitting on your ass, or a DK being on your ass, or even for range DPS, you just teleport behind a pillar and you can start kiting. You can start healing up or whatever. And Wild Charge, as a Boomkin, it's pretty useless. In a Boomkin form, you bound backwards. So yeah, why should you use that? You can use it in cat form to leap behind an enemy, dazing them for 3 seconds, but why should you use that as a Boomkin? In travel form, you leap forward for 20 yards. Well, it's like using Displacer Beast. Non-shapeshift. You fly to an ally's position, so you target a teammate and you fly over there. So, but Displacer Beast is just way better. In level 30 talents, you can choose Isera's Gift, Renewal, or Scenario Ward. In my opinion, you should use Isera's Gift and Scenario Ward. Isera's Gift just heals you for 4% of your maximum health every 5 seconds, and you can use that in battlegrounds to just heal up, to do some healing while fighting. And yeah, even in 3s, while you're fighting just a comp with less burst, and for the burst classes you should use Scenario Ward, because it heals you for quite an amount of health for but in like 6 seconds. So it's quite a nice heal, I must say. So you should try and use those. Use them both. Scenario Ward and burst against burst comps, and the Isera's Gift just to help your healer heal up. At level 45 talents, you have Fury Swarm, Mass Entanglement, and Typhoon. Well, I make use of all 3 of them. Typhoon is nice to knock back targets, such as in the BG in Arathi Basin. When you're at Lumber Mill, you just push them off the Glyph and you can cap the base. Mass Entanglement is nice against melee comps in arenas, even in battlegrounds to root a flag carrier. And Fury Swarm just decreases or reduces the movement speed by 50% by your target, and it prevents your enemy from activating stealth or invisibility, so it's nice to use against a rogue comp. They can't go invisible or stealth. It's like Fury Fire, which we had in Mists of Pandaria as a Boomkin. but now only Pharaoh have that spell. So Fury Swarm is a replacement for that, if you would like to use that. For level 60 talents you have Solar Forest, Incarnation Chosen of Elune, and Force of Nature. Well, Solar Forest increases the damage bonus from Lunar and Solar Empowerment by an additional 15%. Well, you shouldn't use that because you barely, well, at least not in arenas, because you barely even cast any spells, because you don't have the time. You're just busy focusing on CCing and just running around kiting or whatever. You just don't have the time to cast a spell, because Starfire is just a 2.85 second cast and Wrath is a 1.9 second cast, so you really need to have time to stand still and cast anything, which you don't have during an arena game. Incarnation just increases your burst by 15%. Well, you use it with Celestial Alignment, you get a huge burst with Star Surges of like 70 to 80k each. So it's pretty nice, and I mostly use Force of Nature because it's pretty nice. To use. Well, you have 3 trends. You have, there's no enemy nearby, but yeah, you get 3 trends, which each of all have a root, an instant root. So when you're fighting a melee comp, you just have 3 instant roots to get away from them, or just to keep them away from your healer. Well, when you target them, or just from your other teammate, just to get you're in safety, or you can just get in safety. At the level 75 talents you have Incapacitating War, Ursul's Vortex, and Mighty Bash. Well, lately I've been using Mighty Bash a lot, but in the past I've been using Ursul's Vortex too, because Ursul's Vortex is nice to use with Beam. It actually creates a sort of typhoon sort of thing right beneath the beam, which pulls back someone who is in the vortex when they try to run out. So it's nice to use against healers. But at the moment I'm using Beam just to interrupt, because yeah, it's pretty easy to run out of Ursul's Vortex, even though it just pulls you back, but it's just once. And Mighty Bash is just a 5-second stun, and it's pretty nice to use for an extra CC. Just to use, it gives you extra time to cast a clone or let your teammate CC your target. And Incapacitating War is just not needed when you're a Tauren, because you have War Stomp. Level 90 talents you have Heart of the Wild, Dream of Cenarius, and Nature's Vigil. In Mass of Benaria, Heart of the Wild was the talent to go for, because it increased your heals by just a crazy amount. You could just do with combined with Nature's Swiftness, which only Resto Druids have right now. You could do like 600k heals while your health was just 500k or whatever. Maybe I've managed to reach a heal of 1.1 million once during a duel, and it was just sick. But Dream of Cenarius, I've never used it, but yeah, I've never seen any druid go for a Dream of Cenarius either. And Nature's Vigil is just nice because it heals you up while you're doing damage. While active, all single target healing and damage spells and abilities also heal a nearby friendly target based on the amount done. 30% for heals and 40% for damage spells. So it's really nice to use in arenas. While you're damaging, you also heal on a teammate or yourself. It's just nice, and the heals you do are just sick. So Nature's Vigil is the way to go. Level 100 talents, I'm still actually trying to find out which one is the best. Balance of Power, I've never used it before, but I should actually try it out, because it gives your dots a longer duration, and it increases the damage of your dots by 10%. So it's pretty nice, because your damage in arenas is mostly because of your dots, and even in battlegrounds your damage is comes mostly from your dots. Euphoria just makes your energy bar move really fast, and I find this pretty useful, because now your dots are just combined in one spec, in one ability. You need your lunar bar to switch a bit faster, because otherwise you can't get 2 dots on your target. But when it turns up faster, you get your dots faster. So it actually makes your dot damage a bit more and faster, because it switches your dots a bit faster between Sunfire and Moonfire. So that's pretty useful. But Stellar Flare is a 3rd dot, which you can put on your target, but it has a 1.42 second cast, and you don't want that. You don't even want another casting spell while you're in arena or whatever, because you simply don't have enough time. So let's go on to the glyphs. Well, I found out that there is one glyph every druid should use, and it's Glyph of Shapemender. Each time you activate a shapeshift form, you are healed for 5% of your maximum health. This effect cannot occur more often than once every 5 seconds. Well, if you see here, I'm in Moonkin form. Well, it's the minor glyph of stars, but if I change to cat form, it heals me up for right around 12k each time I switch a form. Well, there was 5 seconds between it, but it heals me for 12k, and it's pretty nice to use with Rejuvenation too, and maybe even Nature's Vigil together. When you're running around and guiding someone, just keep changing forms, and you get healed. Glyph of Cyclone, because last season we've got a set bonus of I thought it was 5 yards, an increased range of your cyclone by 5 yards, but now it's gone. So you really need a longer range for your cyclone. So, and the Glyph of Cyclone gives you an increase range of your cyclone spell by 5 yards. And Barkskin is a really nice glyph that reduces the chance you will be critically hit by 25% while Barkskin is active. So these three talents are the main ones I use, but there are a lot which you can use, and such as Glyph of Astral Community. No, Glyph of Celestial Alignment. Sorry, that wasn't. Celestial Alignment now lasts 60 seconds, apart from 30 seconds, or until 8 spells have been cast with it active, whichever occurs first. With Celestial Alignment you have a 15 seconds. It was 30 seconds actually, but it's 15 seconds. But you can easily get CC out of that, and it gives you a 20% increased damage. So you just need it for your burst, and when you get CC out of it, you're pretty much fucked. So that's a glyph you could use, but I'm not using it at the moment, but I should use it. And for the minor glyphs, you just choose whatever you like, such as what I use, Glyph of Stars. It looks pretty damn awesome, even with my mount. It looks amazing if you use it. Yeah, Glyph and Craze. You take reduced damage, falling damage, even while not in cat form. And Chameleon, just, if you look at me, I'm black or greyish, and when I switch another form, it should use another, oh, here it is, now it's brown. So it's not just a normal color, but it changes colors. But that's it for today. That's it for this part, and I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped. So have a nice day, and see you in my next video.